Am I live? Because I have no idea. This hangout on air is live. Oh, is this thing working? Am I finally live? Did it finally work? What the what? I'm sized. Okay, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, BeeSparrow. I am just testing out this live event on YouTube because I've never done it before. I'm usually on K Judah's platform. Those of y'all who don't know who K Judah is, he's a teacher. He's the KRS-One of, they call KRS-One the teacher. But this is awesome. I finally am on a live broadcast. Sure, girl, BeeSparrow. I'm going to put some music on right quick because I need to take a look around to see what the heck I'm doing. And I know YouTube is all about censorship or whatever. Like, I know I just can't play any old song. So I'm going to play my brother's song. See if they're going to warn me on that. Where is he at? Hip hop. It's your girl, BeeSparrow. You can follow me on Twitter at It's BeeSparrow. I'm on Spreaker, BeeSparrow, Facebook, BeeSpod Hot. I'm everywhere, y'all. For the most part, though, I'm BeeSparrow across the board. Yup. Oh, I didn't even hook my Spreaker up, so I can't play any music. Let me hook my Spreaker up right quick. Da 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 da. Okay, this is going to take a minute. Take a minute. Oh man, I gotta sign into my account. Back from nowhere. It's Elo. Oh shoot, I got to sign out. Dang. BeesPod at gmail.com. That's my Gmail address. BeesPod at gmail.com. Let me see if I can't go live right quick over here on Spreaker. And I know my brother DJ Chuck is live right now on the MCDE network. So I'm going to go on the Buzz Tweet Radio network and see what I can do. Hold on. I'm just going to put this Buzz Tweet Radio. It's your girl, BeeSparrow. Hi. How do? Okay, let me hit this live button right here. Go live. I'm on Spreaker. And this is my brother. Yeah, so what's up, everybody? It's your girl, BeeSparrow. I think I finally figured out how to go live on Google Hangouts and YouTube. So I'm kind of live on Spreaker and Google Hangouts and YouTube at the same time. But right now, I want to play this song right quick. Oh man, everybody's so caught up on whether Cardi B is black or not. Jesus, let me play this song right quick. I'll be right back. So once again, everybody, it's your girl BeeSparrow. Like I said, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I am testing out this live broadcast on Google Hangouts and YouTube. And so, yeah, I have to close something out because I heard it echo. Hold on. Okay, now here we go. So yeah, I had to pause the YouTube video, but this is my first time using the Google Hangouts and the YouTube um, platform. Even though I know they're about to get rid of the YouTube is about to get rid of the Google platform, but I'm glad that I finally figured this out. At least I think I did anyway, because I have no idea what I did to go live on Google Hangouts. I am so clueless, for real, for real. But I want to thank my brother K. Judah for showing me how to do this. And I also want to thank him for sliding through my show this morning. For those of you who don't know, I am on the MCDE radio network in the mornings from 5:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time. And then usually I'll hop on my own platform a few hours later. I try not to get on the same time another DJ is on, but I think right now DJ Chuck is on at the MCDE radio network. He over there killing it. Like always, our DJ's always killing it. So if y'all want to, chill and listen to some music, come on over to Spreaker.com at the MCDE Radio Network, or you could or join my platform, Buzz Tweet Radio, with me and my husband Jules Sparrow. So we over there doing that too. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna go on and get into another song. These songs you guys may not have heard before because YouTube won't let you play. Like, you go out and buy a damn CD, you can't even upload it to YouTube without them throwing copyright fringes on you. So I'm playing music from my brother's CD and from a production company I know called Iron Beats Production. So I'm going to be playing music from them. I tried to get an interview with the Iron Beats production crew, but it's hard to get them together. It's very hard to get them together, but I'm going to keep trying to do it. There are a group out of the DMV area. They have not been together in a long time. They was very hot in the DMV in the late 90s, early 2000s. So I'm going to be playing music from the Iron Beats camp in hopes that I don't get any copyright fringes against me. You know what I mean? So right now I am live on Spreaker. You can catch me over there, Buzz Tweet Radio. And I'm live on YouTube and what's it called? Google Hangouts. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I figured this thing out. I'm hitting it. I'm killing it. So how many of y'all saw the BET Awards the other night? I'm trying to tell you, it's the best BET Awards I have ever seen. Well, that I've seen in a long time. They put it that way. Mary J. Blige did her thing, hunty. Yes, Mary J. Blige did her thing. And you know what? Even though I don't like Cardi B, I don't like Cardi B, y'all. I'm sorry. But I have to admit that she did her damn thing too. Even though I couldn't understand what the hell she was saying, I liked her performance. That may sound crazy, but I liked her performance. I sure did. You know who else I liked? And I have never heard of. I had just heard of her on a blog the other day. I had no idea who she was because I need to get out more. But Lizzo, big girl Lizzo, man, she gave me life the other night. That big girl is bad, hunty. I love her. So I just downloaded a few of her songs I'm going to play on my show later on. I can't play them now because, YouTube slapped me with copyright. So I want to send this out to whoever slapped me out, slapping me with copyright infringements. This is ELO, and fuck y'all. It's your girl, BeeSparrow, on Buzz Tweet Radio. Well, all right now, it's your girl BeeSparrow. I'm on Buzz Tweet Radio on Spreaker.com, and I'm on Google Hangouts, and I'm on YouTube Live. Just shooting the fat, y'all. I ain't really talking about nothing because initially I just wanted this to be a test. If you look at the title on YouTube, it'll say, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I'm telling you, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow. You know what I mean? You got to fake it until you make it. That's what they say, even though I can't be fake, y'all. I'm too daggone real to be fake. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I have been going through these headline news, and I'm telling you, man, these transgenders, let me tell you something. Let me just say this before I get started. I have nothing against transgender people. Do your thing. That's your life. What I don't like is you forcing your lifestyle on these grade school children. Did you hear about the drag queen performance at the grade school talent show? Did you hear about that? Children as young as 5 years old were exposed to a man's erotic drag show performance at the end of a school district talent show. Irate parents yelled and left the auditorium, but not before a full grown man had begun gyrating, flipping his tongue, and flashing a G string, y'all. This is to fifth grade students. I mean, no, 5-year-old students, my bad. This is kindergarten. They said the people were horrified. A mother in the audience with her 10-year-old son told the New York Daily News it looked like a nightclub performance, and she said she been asking for an apology from the district for the last week. And in this case, it's probably 2 weeks, and they are simply ignoring it. The 2-hour talent show held on May 25th in Manhattan had billed the final performance as a special surprise performance. After parents watched enduring performances by children who played various instruments and sang, they saw a grown-ass man take the stage in a black sequin dress, a flaming red wig, and pumps, and he grounded the stage and spread his legs up in the air. This is in front of 5-year-old kids, y'all. This is what our 5-year-old kids are facing these days. One of the parents said his first reaction was, "What the hell is going on?" He said he saw the tranny doing things like sticking her legs out and shaking her bottom, and he said it felt weird. She said it felt weird. She said she don't know why they would do that for an elementary school. Now, when the drag queen dropped to the floor, the audience erupted. One parent said they left the show the minute he started sticking his tongue out. And she said she had her children with her and wasn't going to allow them to see that. And somebody filmed the video, so if you guys have a chance, go to YouTube and check this video out that transgender people are pushing on our kids, on our babies. On our babies. They said people were yelling and leaving, and a lot of parents were saying if they had known that this was going to happen, they would have taken their kids out after they had performed, after each of them had performed. So the man who performed the drag routine was identified as a Public School 96 Parent Association President, Frank Quinteres. The mother explained that the school district told her that the performance was about LGBT awareness. But her problem is not with the LGBT movement. It's a lot of people, we don't have a problem with the movement. She goes on to say she's 100% against discrimination, but she insisted that her complaints are not about sexuality, but about age-appropriate behavior. She said the superintendent was the MC, y'all. The superintendent was the MC. And she has a responsibility to protect all children, she said. That wasn't a child performing, it was an adult. Parents are suggesting a new policy for elementary school talent shows. If a drag queen wants to spread his legs and show off his G-string, he should do it at a nightclub, not a public talent show at a elementary school. Okay, but Dr. Michael Brown, founder and president of Fire School of Ministry in North Carolina, explained this phenomenon as a result of the widespread acceptance of the LGBT movement. Brown explained that the most offensive elements of the gay community led the original movement. Drag queens were on the front lines of the 1969 Stonewall riots, out, proud, and unashamed. In the 1980s, gay leaders shared the strategy, putting forward a more family-oriented, less promiscuous, and less bizarre image. But now that so many of the goals of LGBT activism have been realized, there's no reason to push some of their own to the back of the bus, so to say, Brown argued. Drag queens put pressure on Facebook in 2014 to alter the policy that users had to use their real name, not a made-up name like a drag queen persona. Facebook caved. A concerned parent from Bloomington, Indiana, wrote to Brown about a summer reading program for children. There was an announcement of an event this July specifically for kids ages 2 to 6 involving drag queens. Learn about someone new. Local drag queens present stories and encourage us all to embrace our uniqueness. The announcement reads, yes, the event is intended for kids between 2 and 6 years old. Y'all heard it from here first, BuzzFeed Radio. These people are trying to push their agendas on our children. Remember the story I'd said about, I wrote about the transgender man that forced the grade school students to watch his coming out video? The parents were saying that the students were so confused. One parent said that her daughter came home crying real hard, thinking that she had to change her sexuality when she got older. This is what y'all doing to our children. And then you get mad when we speak up against it. I don't understand. You get angry with us when we speak against you teaching what is not norm to our children. Mm, mm. So is it fair to allow a transgender man that's changing himself into a woman? Is it fair to allow these type of people to compete against women in sporting events? So one female mixed martial arts fighter said she's never felt so overpowered in her life. She said she fought a lot of women and have never felt the strength that she felt in a fight as she did that night. She can't answer whether it's because she was born a man or not, but she said she can only say she's never felt so overpowered ever in her life. And she was an abnormally strong female. The woman Brent was referring to isn't a woman at all, but a transgender MMA fighter, Fallon Fox, who fights as a woman against the women. Brent felt the full weight of what it was like to fight a man, and even with all her training and strength, she quickly fell to Fox. Transgenderism has evaded the public consciousness, raising awareness of gender dysphoria, but not as the disorder linked to depression and suicides at an alarmingly high rate, but a celebrated identity everyone must respect, or else. The concept of transgenderism has become so pervasive that a man can step into the ring with a woman and pummel her for money, and the media will cheer for him. What Brent reportedly experienced at Fox's hand was a concussion and a broken orbital bone that required staples. In other words, this woman was savaged by an opponent that was genetically advantaged with a thicker bone structure, longer reach, and denser musculature. Or put it more simply, he was a man. Fox was able to do this despite hormone treatments that made him more feminine in certain aspects. Pitting men against women in sports very rarely ends with the woman coming out on top. Men are typically faster, stronger, and better physically built than a woman. In fact, studies consistently show that women tend to fall 10% shy of men's records. All this is to state the obvious. Men generally are stronger than women. I will not argue with you there. That's just how it is. Men are generally stronger than women. That said, it should be common sense to not pit men against women in any serious sporting events, regardless of any hormone treatment or any genital surgery. This has not been the opinion of the International Olympic Committee, however, which has been allowing transgender athletes to compete against athletes not of their sex since 2004. They have formerly allowed transgender athletes to compete if they had fully transitioned with cross-sex hormones and surgery. As Fox demonstrates, this transition makes very little difference to a fully trained athlete. But now the IOC has recommended ending the surgery requirements. In the IOC census meeting on sex reassignment and hyperandrogenism, whatever the hell that is, it's probably sweat or something like that. Hypoadrenalism, it's probably just sweat. Okay, so the report, let me go back. So the IOC has recommended ending the surgery requirements. In the IOC census meeting on sex reassignment and hyperandrogenism, sweat, the committee recommends that a male to female transgender must demonstrate that her total testosterone level in serum has been below 10 whatever for at least 12 months. 10 normally for at least 12 months prior to her first competition. Female to male transgendered athletes may register to compete with the male athletes without restriction. While many Olympic sports don't require athletes to physically come into contact with each other, the ones that do will have the female to male transgender athletes at a disadvantage. If the 90% figure is any indication, these women may have to give up their dream of having a gold. This might not bother many male athletes, as events revolving around strength and speed will tilt in their favor. Regardless, some male athletes may feel pressure to hold back in fear of injuring a female who identifies as a male. While she may consider herself one of the guys, they may not. In a competition where giving your all is required to win, this may end up being somewhat costly. The men transitioning to women, however, will have a major advantage in various competitions. In the Olympics, who stands on the platforms depends a lot on who is the strongest, fastest, and most able to endure. Teams in events like basketball will have major benefits if they have a transgendered player, as these athletes will be taller and likely faster. Weightlifting competitions will not be remotely fair for women, as their transgender competition will have extra muscle mass and bone density, making them capable of lifting more. Aside from being wholly unfair and dangerous to women, your heart has to break for these athletes. Mine certainly do. Many are very young women who have trained all their lives to compete in the Olympics in hopes they'll bring home gold. Imagine being one of these girls as they watch a man identified as one of them walk away with a medal he shouldn't even have. What's worse is that in today's political climate, these girls will have to smile and pretend it's wonderful, or else they'll become public parrots and will, with all the ridicule and non-endorsements that go with it. They will become public pariahs with all the ridicule and non-endorsements that go with it. This isn't just bad for the athletes who compete against transgendered opponents. It is bad for women's sports as a whole. Mm, 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 mm. I just don't understand, people. I just don't understand. Why are they competing with these women? Shouts out to Psycho, DJ Psycho, who just came into the Yahoo chat. I'm going to see if I can get him to come on this panel with me. I'm going to see. I don't even know how to invite somebody on the panel. I need K Judah now. He know how to do all this stuff. Let me see if I can invite this man on this panel. I don't know how to invite. Forever Blue. Wing bubble. Oh, here we go. I'm about to invite my man up here. Where you at? Send us an invite. Okay. Let me see. What is your name on 6? What is your name on Google, Steve? Steve. Oh, what's your email address? But anyway, yeah, I just think that it's so unfair that transgender woman has to compete against a transgender man. It just don't seem right. It just does not seem right. It just does not seem fair. Like this article said, a man is stronger. Typically, a man is stronger than a woman. We're not arguing with that. So are these women why do these women have to compete against men, transgender men? I don't understand. So anyway, I'm going to play another song right quick because I'm trying to figure out how to invite people to this live podcast. Let me see what song I have here. Let me play this one. This is my cousin and my brother right here. Like I said, I can't play regular songs on YouTube because I get copyright warnings. And I'm tired of getting copyright warnings. Why do I get copyright warnings if I buy a CD, upload it to my computer, and then play it on YouTube? I don't get it. I'm confused. Anyway, this is Damn You Fine by ELO. It's Judge 1968 at gmail.com. It's Judge 1968. Hey y'all, I'm back. I just had to run to the ladies' room right quick. Y'all know how it is. So yeah, I'm sitting up here talking about these transgenders and what their agenda is. I hate the fact that they are exposing their lifestyle to our babies, performing talent shows in elementary schools, revealing coming out parties, transgender coming out parties to videos to fifth graders. No, sorry, to kindergartens to fifth graders, confusing our babies. And I just don't think that it's fair. It's just not fair. I pray that you guys stop pushing your agenda on us, but I know that you're not going to because you're selfish and I think you're looking for attention. Now, I say again, I have nothing against transgender people. I don't. I don't. But you're not going to push your agenda on my 6-year-old granddaughter. If I want her to know about a transgender person, I'll tell her myself. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Where's the logic in any of this? Where's the logic in any of this? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. If you guys want to come on the panel and talk about this with me, I will send the link. I'm going to post the link in the chat rooms and we can talk about this all day long. That's what I do. This is what I do. We can talk about this here. This transgender agenda. What is their agenda? Why are you going into these elementary schools revealing your lifestyle to babies? Why? Why? I can't even go into an elementary school and talk about slavery, something that's real, that's something that happened to a group of people. I cannot go into the elementary schools and speak the truth about slavery and the African American plight. Can I do that? Yet you can go into these elementary schools and talk to these kids about your sexuality. Come on, man. This is not right. This is not right. I heard a bishop say the Antichrist is lurking, seeking to make that which is good bad and that which is bad good. Think about that. The Antichrist is lurking, seeking to make that which is bad good and that which is good bad. Come on, y'all. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Have y'all heard that song by H.E.R., The Lord is Coming? Oh my God, I love that song so much. I play it so much on my show. I play it so much on my show that people probably tired of it. Shouts out to DJ Spider. Spider, click on that Google Hangout links. I am live on YouTube. So I tried it out today. And it's working. It's working. It's working, Spider, along with my Bluetooth. I finally got that to work. So I would not need you to. I don't need you to go into my computer anymore. But yeah, Spider, I'm just talking about these transgender agendas that they're pushing on our kids. I think a couple of weeks ago I talked about the transgender that revealed a video to kindergartners about him coming out. These are kindergartens, ages from grades kindergarten to fifth grade, and on that, the kids were confused. They ran home to the mothers and was crying horribly. One little girl thought that she had to change herself into a boy when she got older. So now we have this transgender that performed at a kids talent show, kindergartners. Is this fair? Is it fair that transgender women Spider, you could just click on the link that I put above and it'll take you right here. It'll bring you right here. Is it fair that transgender women are competing against women in the Olympics? I mean, transgender men. Oh, is it fair that transgender men are competing against natural women in the Olympics? We know that men are naturally stronger than women. And just because they change their sex doesn't mean anything, because really, in reality, you're still a man. So why should you compete against natural women in events like this? It's not fair. I saw a video where one man was competing against a woman in boxing and he almost killed the lady. That might have been the lady that spoke out in the article I just read. He almost killed this lady. You know what I'm saying? What is wrong with that picture? What is wrong with that picture? And now, I'm going to see if I can invite Ricky. Let me see. Ricky C. RICCKY. C. What was it? 716 at gmail.com. Invite. Okay, Spot, I sent you an invite. Join me, please. Anyway. Yeah, I'm talking about the transgender agenda. Once again, it's your girl BeeSparrow from the Buzz Tweet Radio. You can join me on YouTube. Oh, just check my channel. I think it's Bees Pod Hot. Bev Laws / YouTube user or whatever. Anyway, I'm also on Spreaker.com, BeeSparrow. So I'm live on both platforms. And I am talking about the transgender agenda. Once again, I have nothing against transgender. The church teaches us to love all people, but I don't know about all that, because I'm not going to love someone that just raped my daughter, God forbid, or somebody that just raped my granddaughter. I'm not going to love them. I think that love that God was speaking of was love amongst your brethren, and your sisters. That's the love God was speaking of, I believe. I'm sorry, I just cannot love someone that just beat up my grandma. I cannot just love someone that just killed my cousin. How am I supposed to love this kid that just killed my husband's cousin a few days ago? I'm supposed to love him? He pulled out a gun and shot down my cousin like a dog, and I'm supposed to love him. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Y'all done lost y'all minds. But I'm not surprised, because this world is right where it's supposed to be. I say it all the time. This world is right where it's supposed to be. So, yeah. Y'all not gonna So let me tell my Hebrew family I'm live. Maybe one of them will try to come up here and holler. Oh, this is the wrong chat. Oh. So anyway. Yeah. Oh, this is the wrong chat. Oh, let me pause this. Pause. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here. Well, actually, I just wanted to test this out. I've invited DJ Psycho and I've invited DJ Spatter. I don't know if they got my invite. So, like I said, this is just a test, but I decided, since I'm up here, I might as well keep talking. I might as well keep chatting. Mm-hmm. So I think right now so that I can get my thoughts together. I'm going to play another song. And as I told you before, I don't even know which song it is. As I told you before, I am playing songs from an old CD that my brother made years ago, because YouTube is always throwing copyright infringements against me for playing songs. Why you can't click on the link, Spider? So anyway, yeah, let me help Spider get here, and I'll be right back. Hey now, what's up? I'm back. I think I left my mic open the whole time, but it's all right. That's what I do. It's your girl BeeSparrow, Buzz Sweet Radio. I am looking for a panel right now. I need some people to come up here and shoot it up with me. Shoot the fat with BeeSparrow. That's what we talking about, this transgender agenda over here. Not nah. I wish somebody from the transgender community can come up and talk. Help me to understand, why is it so important for you to expose your lifestyle to elementary grade students? I just don't understand. Help me to understand. If you can go into school and talk about your lifestyle, I should be able to go into the schools and talk about the African American lifestyle. I should be able to stand behind a podium and tell you that the so-called African American are not African descent. The so-called African American is Hebrew descent. I should be able to go and stand behind a pulpit. If you want to invite transgenders to your school and talk to the 5-year-olds about their lifestyle, why can't I go into the schools and talk to a 5-year-old about the transatlantic slave trade, the truth about the transatlantic slave trade? It's your girl, BeeSparrow, Buzz Tweet Radio. I have questions. I need answers. I'm trying to get this panel together. So if y'all want to come up, hit me up and let me know. Let's talk about this thing. I need to get in touch with my Hebrew family and let them know that I am live. I know that they'll join me. I know they will. I love them over there. I love them to pieces. Shouts out to K. Judah for checking out my show this morning. I was glad to see him up in there. So yeah, I'm happy. I don't know how to get to the chat to invite my sisters. I don't know. Should I play another song until I can figure out how to get into the chat rooms to invite? You know, I have only 5 subscribers on YouTube. I would love to have more. I really would. That would be great. I keep forgetting to pause this. That would be great. To wake up one morning and go to my YouTube page and see thousands of subscribers. That'd be awesome. That would be so great. Like Tony the Tiger, baby. Okay, I'm gonna play another song. It don't look like I'm gonna be able to get some people on the panel. Well, Spider, you can come to my YouTube page. I guess you could type in Bev Laws. Let me see, www.youtube.com/C/ is it user Bev Emma or just Bev Laws? There we go. Bev Laws. Tell you, I'm really feeling that Lizzo girl. I like her music. I checked out some of her videos just now. She's awesome. Miss Lizzo. And the only reason why I heard about her is because she had made a comment in one of the bloggers blogged about it. I forgot what the comment was. But then I still didn't know who she was until I saw her on the BET Awards the other night. And she killed it. Big girl killed it. She's inspiring. She gives me hope. She gives me hope. Yes, she does. Okay, so what's going on in the news? We talked about the Pope, how he changed the Lord's Prayer. I don't think the Most High is too happy about that, because the Most High is like, don't change my words, don't add or take away from it. Well, the Pope decided that he wanted to change a part of the Lord's Prayer, deliver us not into temptation. Oh, he felt like it's not the Lord that leads us into temptation, but the devil that leads us into temptation. And so he found it upon himself to change it. I don't know how that's going to work, Pope, because we so used to saying what we saying. We ain't even thinking about your little change. And for the black community, as for the black community, we're not gonna do nothing different than what we've been doing. That's a little bit. That's what our issue is. A little bit. That's mainly, partly our issue. We do not want to accept that we could possibly be descendants of the Hebrew. We so caught up on being Africans because of our dark skin that we can't even fathom being descendants of Hebrews. Well, you know what? Y'all need to read Deuteronomy 28 and y'all need to study it. Deuteronomy 28, I don't know of any other group of people that describes what's happening in Deuteronomy 28. I don't know any other group of people that was brought over to this country on ship. On a ship. Do you know of any other ethnic group that was taken from their homeland and sold into slavery on ships? Taken from their homeland on ships and sold into slavery. Do you know that the Arabs practiced slavery 700 years before the Atlantic slave trade? The Arabs practiced slavery 700 years before the Atlantic slave trade. And you got all these black people from my hometown in Kinston, North Carolina, walking into these Arab stores, calling them brother. What's up, brother? They enslaved your ass. Why you calling them your brother? And they were more brutal than the white man. They castrated your ass so that you wouldn't sleep with their women. They castrated you for nothing. They didn't even kill you. They castrated our men, the Arabs. And you going into their store talking about what's up, brother. You'd rather go into an Arab store than to support a black man. You'd rather go into a Asian store and call them, what's up, ma? What's up, pop? But you'll turn around and look at me and call me a bitch with the quickness. Where's the togetherness in this black community? There is none. That is why the police are killing our boys. That is why black women are the highest rate of having of dying in childbirth. Y'all better wake up. This is not a joke. Stop walking around here thinking that you're equal to the white man because you're not. You're not even a citizen of this country. Stop it. And you know what I don't like? And this might be a little personal for me. I can't stand to see a dark-skinned woman in blonde hair. I just can't. I can't do it. Especially if you're darker than me. I cannot stand to see a dark-skinned woman in blonde hair. It just don't make sense to me. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Oh, that ain't right. I'm gonna try to post the link again, Spider, so you can come up. But yeah, I just can't stand to see, and that's just me. That's just me. I mean, do what you want, but I can't. I cringe when I see it. A black woman, darker than me, with blonde hair. I can't stand it. Seriously. Hey Spider, click on that link and see if it'll bring you to on the panel. And share it too. Bring somebody else on the panel. Go get Finesse and all them. Let's try to get a dialogue started over here. I'm talking about the transgender agenda because Oh, I just don't like the fact that they are exposing themselves to grade school students. And why are these principals allowing it? Even if they're transgender themselves, they shouldn't allow it. The kids are being confused. Can't you see that? You are confusing our kids about their sexuality. And I can't have that. I can't. I cannot have you confusing my granddaughter. She's 6. Well, she'll be 6 in November. I cannot have you confusing her. I can't. I can't. So anyway, yeah, it's your girl BeeSparrow, and I'm up here just, shooting the facts like I do. If anybody want to come up here and join me, it's a free platform. Come on and express yourself. Did I just sing that? Yes, I did. I'm stupid. Shouts out to my boy Relentless Dre. I'm trying to get him to come on over here. I sent the link in Twitter, and instead of him hitting on the link coming over here, he just retweeted it. That's why I'm about to play one of his songs. He get on my nerves. I can't stand people, man. They don't want to do right. Let me see if I can't find one of Relentless Dre's songs up here. I don't know what I did with it. I know he sent me 2 tracks. And then I have this Excalibur over here. I don't know which song he's on this Excalibur because I don't see his name. I know. Let me see if I can't find this Relentless Dre song right here. Let me see. What was it called? Superstar? Superstar. Or should I wait until I'm going to see if he's going to come over first? Let me cue it up. Where's that song? Relentless Dre is a rapper from the DMV. He's from Maryland. And I have known him for a very, very, very long time. I've known him when he first got into the gang with my brother. Last time I saw Relentless Dre, they opened up for Bone Thugs and Harmony. And that was years ago. That was like 10 years ago. One thing I can say about him, he is relentless. He's still doing the damn thing. Oh, here he is. Where my brother has no longer raps. He do more producing now. Relentless Dre is still in the game. And I need for him to come over here so I can holler at him. And maybe if I tell him I'm about to play one of his songs, he'll come over here. Let me see. Let me see. I need to stop singing. Okay, I'm about to play one of your songs, Dre. Okay. Let's see what he do. He ain't gonna come over here. He's scared. He's scared. He's scared. Superstar. I'm a superstar. Is that the name of the song? Dang blame it. What's the name of the song? Dang blame it. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar by Relentless Dre. And I'm going to tag him in this. And he better come over here and see me. Just some average, handsome guy. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Baby. Oh shit, I forgot I'm live. No, I didn't. Okay, Relentless Dre, rapper from the DMV. I've known him for some time now. I'm trying to get him to come over here and shoot the fat with a sister. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to play his song. This is Relentless Dre and I'm a Superstar featuring Soulja. It's your girl BeeSparrow, Buzz Sweet Radio. Yeah, that's Dr. Dre. I said Dr. Dre, Relentless Dre. And I'm a superstar. That's my homeboy, Relentless Dre. Um, from in the DMV, Southern Maryland. Okay, let me pause this video. Okay. Relentless Dre, I'm a superstar. That's my homeboy out of Southern Maryland. I'm trying to get him over here, but he just keep retweeting my tweets instead of clicking on the damn link. But it's all good. It's your girl BeeSparrow, Buzz Tweet Radio. I'm over here just shooting the fat. I have been trying to go live on YouTube for the longest. Couldn't figure it out for nothing. Yesterday, my brother K Judah went step by step with me, and I still couldn't figure it out. Well, by golly, today I figured this joint out. And it's about time because they about to do away with the Google Hangouts. YouTube is going to stop using Google Hangouts. And I just think that's messed up because I just think it's the best platform to have a panel on. So I hope they don't do away with us able to have more than one person on a panel, more than two people. I think you can have up to 10 people on a panel. So I hope that they don't do away with that. It's your girl BeeSparrow, and I'm just up here shooting the fat. It started out just as a test, and I see now I know how to do it. I'm just gonna keep right on talking, even if I'm just talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep on talking, but I need to charge up my other computer. This is where I get my news sources from. My other computer is about to die. Speaking of computers, I almost went crazy last night. I had to reset this damn computer again, but fortunately I didn't lose my documents, even though I did back them up. But they didn't go anywhere this time. I still have all my music. I still have all my pictures. Oh, my Bluetooth is finally working again. So, I'm just going to leave this daggone computer alone, other than to just do my radio show and all that. Damn, what's my password? Oh, okay. Because I need to grab some more news articles here. It just seems like don't nobody want to shoot the fat with B. I don't know where my Hebrew family is. They probably working. So B just going to shoot the fat by herself. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. I love being by myself. I'm by myself all the time. If I'm not with my husband, me and my husband, we don't mess with people. It's just me and him, and that's the way we like it. We don't F with people. It's just us. We got our Hebrew family, and we got our MCDE family. And check this out. My MCDE family and my Hebrew family, they met yesterday. Well, not face to face. But my DJ Spouter is from my MCDE family, and he came on the platform with my Hebrew family yesterday, and we had a good damn time, y'all. I'm telling you, shooting the fat, talking about the Most High and His plan, and just talking about stuff. I'm trying to get DJ Spouter, Rick Crawford, DJ Spouter up here right now. He said he's trying to get here. I don't know what the issue is. I'm hoping K Judah see my post and he come up here, but he probably have to work, so he probably getting some rest. Yeah, he probably resting. But I did post a link to my other Hebrew family, and if they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. It's all good in the hood. One day my platform gonna be so popular, y'all gonna be fighting to try to get on that joint. Try to tell you, y'all heard it here first on BuzzSuite Radio. Y'all gonna be trying to get on my joint. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody that I ask for an interview or support or something like that, they never support me. So I just stopped asking. Most of the people on my platforms are people I don't even know, never met a day in my life. And I have invited people from my hometown. I have invited family members, but to no avail. No one wants to support BeeSparrow except for strangers, people that I don't know, but that I am growing to love every day. They are becoming my family. And I know that when I finally do meet them, it's going to be a party. We're going to be partying. We're going to get it in. Pickle juice and all. Okay, he said send him the invite. Let me see. Okay, Spot, I'm about to send you another invite. Let me see here. Bear with me because, I don't know what the hell I'm doing either. So, bear with a sister. Let me see here. Invite Ricky, RICKYC 716 at gmail.com. Invite sent. And so, yeah, it's your girl, BeeSparrow. And I hear that Stevie Wonder is pretty sick, that he's in dialysis right now. So we're going to send a prayer up for Stevie Wonder. I'm praying for speedy recovery, praying that, he comes out fine, no damage, nothing wrong. He can get on that damn piano and play like he never played before. That's what I'm praying for Stevie Wonder, because he is one of our legends, and we would hate to see anything happen to him. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, let's send a prayer up for Stevie Wonder, who is sick in need of dialysis. So I hear. And also, don't forget Curtis Blow, who is recovering from heart surgery. Curtis Blow had a heart attack last October while in the progress of arguing with one of his sons. And while he was arguing with one of his sons, he fell out. Heart actually stopped. And it just so happened 3 cops were in the neighborhood. Someone had called them for a burglary that really wasn't going on. There was no burglary, but they was just so having to walk up and saw Curtis Blow hit the ground, and they performed CPR on him and saved his life. But a year later, we find that a year later, we find that Curtis Blow is in the hospital again for the same thing. He went in, I think, the end of May. So prayers up to the legend Curtis Blow. We love you, Curtis. Pray for a quick recovery for he and Stevie Wonder. 2 icons, one in the rap, one in R&B. They are our legends, and we don't want them to go yet. So we send prayers out to them. Okay. What now? I think I'm going to play another song. It's your girl BeeSparrow from Buzz Tweet Radio, shooting the fat. Wish my husband was here to shoot the fat with me, but he's at work. He won't be home until like 10 o'clock tonight. And so it's just me. It's just me. So I was reading some headline news yesterday, and they were talking about the Justice Department and how the Justice Department defended themselves. The Justice Department lawyer defended herself after a video went viral on the child migrant treatment. And I talked about this yesterday, but I'm about to talk about it again. A Justice Department lawyer who argued in court that the federal government wasn't legally required to provide soap and toothbrushes to detained migrant children in some conditions is defending herself after video of the exchange went viral, saying in a message to her friends that the U.S. should do our very best to care for kids while in custody. In a lengthy note on Facebook obtained by NBC News, Sarah Fabian says she shares many people's anger and fear about the nation's future, saying she is not an official of any administration. Fabian points out that she's a career federal employee who served her role since 2011, long before President Trump took office. Fabian expresses regret that her comments in the video struck a nerve, but argues that selective editing combined with a lack of precision in her argument created a false impression. I don't think that video was tampered with at all, Miss Lady. You said what you said. She said she thinks many people believe she was in court on Tuesday arguing against providing certain hygiene items to kids. But she do not believe that's the position she was representing. Yes, it was. Stupid. In the testimony last week before the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, Fabian argued that the requirements that the government provides safety and sanity conditions for detained children didn't necessarily require showers, soap, or toothbrushes. in appealing a 2017 ruling that found the government violated the 1997 consent decree known as the Flores Settlement Agreement. Fabian argued that the decree does not specifically enumerate those items as mandatory. I bet they didn't think about those items when they started snatching these kids from their parents, snatching these people. They didn't think about hygiene and food and stuff like that, medicine, doctor's appointments. They didn't think about that. Clips of her argument, along with the astonished reactions from judges hearing her testimony, were posted online and went viral, turning Fabian into a face of the Trump administration's treatment of detained child migrants, which has attracted increasing outrage from Congress and the public. The Justice Department previously told the National Review that Fabian has been receiving death threats. Y'all need to stop with these death threats. Who in the hell do people think they are? Calm down, B. Fabian's message on Facebook appeared aimed at distancing herself from the political debate and sharp criticism over the treatment of children detained after crossing the border. As a Justice Department lawyer, Fabian's job involves defending the federal government in legal cases, regardless of personal views on a given topic. Ooh, child. What's wrong with y'all? Did y'all not know that these kids will need to be provided for? They are kids. They can't provide for themselves. You snatch them away from their parents and you put them in these detaining centers. You make them sleep on concrete floors. You feed them frozen vegetables. And one girl even said that she and another girl, I think they were like 9 and 10 years old, they had to take turns looking after this 2-year-old boy because there was no one there to look after him. When the lawyers got there, they saw the little boy. He wasn't wearing no pamper. He wasn't. I'm going to be talking about a woman by the name of Brittany, who is trying to get justice for her daughter Lacey. He wasn't wearing no pamper. He had mucus all over his shirt. And this lawyer, stands in front of these judges and say that she feels that the government is not responsible for providing toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, food for these people that they have detained. What the world is going on? As my cousin Liz would say, what the world? What the world is going on? I just got to collect my thoughts here, y'all, because so much is going on in this world that's just dirty. This world is dirty. Straight dirty. And so you have Donald Trump stepping up and saying that, God, Donald Trump. Why did y'all vote for this man? Why did y'all put this man in office? Trump falsely claims Obama began the migrant family separations. Did y'all hear me? Y'all want me to say it again? Donald Trump falsely claims Obama began migrant family separations. Now, I do know that the Obama administration detained people that came across the border falsely, but I don't recall them ever taking people from their homes, separating kids from the parents. like in the slavery times, like the way they did our ancestors, separating children from the parents. I don't recall this happening in the Obama administration. Of course, I could be wrong, but I just don't recall it happening. President Donald Trump dismissed the plight of migrant children housed in U.S. detention centers and falsely claimed that his predecessor enacted a policy to separate kids from their caregivers after they illegally crossed the border. Asked in an interview broadcast Sunday about recent reports that migrant children have been held in customs and border protection detention centers for weeks without sufficient food, medical care, or even basic hygiene supplies such as soap or toothpaste, Trump brushed off responsibility. He says, "This has been happening long before I got here." He said this in an interview with NBC's Meet the Press. He said, under President Obama, you had a separation. He said I was the one that ended it. Now, I said one thing when I ended it. I said, here's what's going to happen. More families are going to come up. And that's what's happened. In other words, he's saying, since he has ended it, more families have come up. He is such a retarded man. Trump's interview coincided with a string of reports about children held in substandard conditions in Border Patrol facilities, including a New York article on Saturday that described flu and lice outbreaks. Going untreated and children sleeping on cold floors. The hashtag Close the Camps was trending Sunday on Twitter. They're really coming up for economics, Trump said, of the stream of migrants attempting to enter the U.S. But I ended separation. I inherited separation from President Obama, he said. Now, that isn't true. While President Obama's administration detained migrant children who entered the U.S. alone, it didn't have a policy to separate children from caregivers when they crossed the border together. That practice emerged in 2018 under Trump, after his then Attorney General Jeff Sessions issued a policy known as zero tolerance that called for all migrants who cross the border outside official ports of entry to be arrested and detained. Trump ended family separations with an executive order in July 2018 after bipartisan outrage among the public and lawmakers, though there have been periodic reports that the practice continues less systematically. The host of Meet the Press, Chuck Todd, said that Trump has made conditions in the U.S. detention centers worse for children by scaling back recreation and education services. But Trump says they're doing a fantastic job under the circumstances. He says the Democrats aren't even approving giving us money. Where's the money? You know what? The Democrats are holding up humanitarian aid. If the Democrats will change the asylum laws and the loopholes, which they refuse to do because they think it's good politics, everything will be solved immediately, Trump said. Well, did y'all know that the next day after this news came out, that the House passed a $4.5 billion package to the facility to improve the conditions of the children in that facility. So, you know what? That just tells me that Trump don't know what the hell he's talking about. Because right after this news broke out, that's when they finally released the monies to improve the facility. Mm-hmm. Earlier, I mentioned R. Kelly, right? Right. So one of our DJs on the MCDE radio network interviewed Gerald McGee on her platform the other day. And I wish I could get April to come up here and talk about this, because I did not hear the original interview. I was asleep. I had to check it out the next day. And I was like, wow. I was like Biz Markie. I opened my mouth. I was like, wow. So Gerald McGee is the wife of Asante McGee. Asante McGee is the girl that broke the news about the women that lives in the mansion with R. Kelly. She said she was with R. Kelly for a number amount of years, but after a while, she noticed his abusive behavior, and so she left the house. My thing is, if you were able to leave the house, why aren't these other two girls able to leave? There are a bunch of loopholes in this story with R. Kelly. And I just went on YouTube. I follow Nick at Night. She's a YouTube blogger. And she exposed these two guys for plotting. One of the guys is Jocelyn Savage. That's one of R. Kelly girlfriends that live in the house. Her father, I think his name is Timothy Savage. She says that they have been threatening her because she exposed them for creating fake stories about R. Kelly, about this situation with R. Kelly. And she said because that she simply asked them a question about the story that they reported. Since she asked them this question, they have been bullying her on YouTube, exposing her, posting pictures of her when she was younger, when she was a young designer, and she was modeling some of her clothes, which I thought was kind of cute. Shit, if I had that body like she had, I'd probably be walking around in them clothes too. But they are bullying her, or at least trying to bully her on YouTube for the past few days. And I liked how she came out and told them that she will not be bullied. She refused to be bullied. I mean, they are bullying this young lady like they are women. Like, you know how women, well, how we bicker amongst one another? That's what these dudes are doing. Men, grown men, and one of them happens to be the father of Jocelyn Savage, who is one of the girls that live in the house with R. Kelly. Now, I'm going to see if I can't get April on here. It's hard to get in touch with April, though. I do declare it's so hard to get in touch with her. But I'm going to send her a thingamajigama, send a link, and see if she'll join me so we could talk about R. Kelly. I think she's in Chicago, and she's a big R. Kelly fan. My thing is, I don't know whether R. Kelly is guilty or not, but I'm not going to trash him. And I just think that it's sad that Black folks are trashing him like that. Why do we have to trash him? Why can't we just pray for him? And if these girls are in so much danger, why won't they just leave? Asante McGee left. So there are reports that R. Kelly is keeping them in the house. But as I said before, Asante McGee was in the house. She left. Just you guys really should check out that interview that April did with Gerald McGee. Let me see if she'll join me. I'm going to send her this link. She might be doing a show. Like I said, I don't know whether she just don't check her messages on purpose or what. But I just sent her APRL an invite. And I probably won't get people to come on because this was a spur of the moment thing, and I don't have that many followers. I'm a small platform. I have like 85 followers on Spreaker, 5 on YouTube. I just can't, but I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop. I won't stop. Remember that song by After 7? Oh yes, I'm about to add that to my playlist. And I can't stop. How I feel. I'm digging on you, you digging on me. Hey. Shouts out to After 7. Rest in peace, Melvin Edmonds. From After 7, we all know that he passed away from complications a couple of weeks ago. It's all good. But as I mentioned before last week, one of my cousins was gunned down. His name was Keith Sutton, Thomas Keith Sutton. He's cousin to my husband. I've known him for a long time, but I didn't know that he was related to my husband until after I married my husband. So, but he was such a nice guy, and that's not a cliche. People say that all the time. Oh, he was so nice. He was so nice. But Keith Sutton was genuinely a nice guy. I've never known him to get into a fight. I've never known him to, argue with anybody. He was just a down-to-earth guy. And I am so sad that this happened to him. I'm so sad that this happened to him. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. Let me see if I can't pull his picture up. Pull his picture up. I don't know how to do this. Let me see. This is he. Keith Sutton. And here's the backstory on what happened to Keith Sutton, my homie out of Kinston, North Carolina, hanging with another homeboy whom I've learned that he had got into a fight. Let's just call this other homeboy Tony, right? Keith and Tony gets into a fight a few months ago. Tony knocks Keith out. Now let's fast forward to the other day, Friday night. Keith, for whatever reason, is hanging with Tony again. Tony, Keith, Tony brother, and Tony nephew in the car, chilling, riding around, like we do. But Tony pulls out a gun and starts flashing it in front of the camera. Now, mind you, I've never been too thrilled about Tony. Tony was a troublemaker. When we was coming up, he used to always get my brother in trouble. All the time. All the time. And so, to me, Tony is no good at all for nobody. He and Keith were like oil and water. I don't know why Keith felt the need to be around him, but I have heard that Tony is very charming. He'll charm you, make you want to be around him. So anyway, going back to Friday night, everybody riding around in the car, right? Next thing we know, Saturday morning, Keith was found dead with multiple gunshot wounds. Died on the scene. Died on the scene. Come to find out, he and, quote, Tony, unquote, got into another fight. But this time, the nephew pulled out a gun and kills Keith. Why didn't he just let his uncle knock him out like he did the last time? I don't understand. But that's what happened to my husband's cousin, Keith. This was just last weekend. Kinston, North Carolina. My hometown, small hometown of Kinston, North Carolina. And it's riddled with violence. Riddled with violence. If somebody had told me, I left that town in 1986, and if somebody had told me that my town would be like it is today, I probably would have cussed them out. I have friends, their kids are killing each other and causing friction between the friends. Can you imagine that? Your best friend kill your son. Your best friend's son kill your son. This is happening a lot in my hometown. When are we going to put down the guns? I tell you when the Most High come back. That's when. I don't see anything changing until the Most High comes back. That's just how I see it. We're too far gone. Too far gone. We don't know who we are. We're not trying to find out who we are. If you tell a black person that they possibly a descendant of the Hebrews, they'll look at you like you crazy. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They want to be descendants of Egypt and Nigeria. Let them be descendants of Egypt and Nigeria. Me, I'm going to claim my descendancy from the Hebrew tribe. Now, this is my belief. I believe that the Igbo tribe from Nigeria are the original Hebrew children too. Because if you do your research, you'll find that Nigerians do not have a homeland of their own. They are migrants. They are migrants. When Yeshua told the disciples that when they see soldiers encamp on Jerusalem, that they should run to the mountains, what do you think the mountains were? When Jesus told those people to head for the mountain, when they see soldiers encamped on Jerusalem, those mountains were Africa. So that's where the Hebrew children fled to. They fled to Africa. That's why people think that we are descendants of the African. But we are not. We are descendants of the Hebrew. Read Deuteronomy 28 and compare it. Look at it. How many people you know that were stolen from their own country and sold into slavery? How many people you know, how many cultures you know were stolen from their land and put on ships? And do you know Deuteronomy speak of ships? Deuteronomy tells us that we will be stolen from our land and put on ships to a strange world, worshiping strange gods. And when I see that scripture and I think of strange gods, I think of TV, I think of the internet, the computers, the cell phones, the game consoles. To me, those are gods. Even though I participate in these things, to me, I believe that's what God meant when he said that we would be worshiping strange gods. We would live in a strange land with the strange language and strange gods. And lo and behold, here we are. Lo and behold, here we are. I would love to get people on my platform to talk about this, but I can't seem to get people on here. I'm looking for April. Hey, DJ Chuck, shouts out to DJ Chuck that just came into the chat room on Spreaker. But DJ Chuck, I'm looking for April or anybody that want to join my platform on YouTube. I'm going to post the link if you want to come on and talk about some stuff. We can do that if you want. DJ Chuck, I know you're a fan of R. Kelly. I have some R. Kelly news. that I want to talk about. That actually I've already talked about, but since you just came into the room, I'm going to talk about it some more. And if you see April, tell her to come on over here so we can talk about this thing. I know she's a huge R. Kelly fan, and I thoroughly enjoyed her interview with Gerald McGee the other night. I want her to know that, but I can't seem to get in contact with her. DJ Spider, I don't know what else to do. Here's the link again. I posted it in the chat room on Spreaker. I sent you an invite on Google Hangouts. Let me try it again. Share the permanent link, bookmark, and come back anytime. Maybe this is the link. Maybe did I post the wrong link? I know Psycho got in here. I don't know how he got in here. I think he clicked on the link. Ricky CKYC 716 at gmail.com. Yes. There we go. I just sent another invite. Yeah, it's your girl BeeSparrow. I'm on the Buzz Tweet Radio platform. I got probably about another hour to shoot the fat. And I'm trying to get some people on my platform. I know DJ Spider is trying. And it's okay if I don't, I'm still gonna talk. Sure enough. But anyway, yeah, let me put on another song. Get my thoughts together. I can't play no Nas. I can't play no Nicki Minaj. I wouldn't play her anyway. No Common Sense, because YouTube got this thing about copyright. So right now I'm just going to play this song from one of my brother's CD from back in the day when he was rapping. Where is it? I can't find it. I don't know if YouTube are going to slap copyright infringements against me. This is my brother Elo. And we're going to play The Pain. It's your girl BeeSparrow. Hello. And we're going to play The Pain. It's your girl BeeSparrow. Hey. Hello.
Man, this is crazy.
Okay, wait a minute now. What's up? You finally made it.
Finally. This is crazy.
Yeah, I used to have a hard time getting on the platform too, but since I got a new computer, it's easier for me. So did you hear the story about what happened to my cousin Keith?
Yep. It's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Crazy ain't the word.
It's happening a lot.
You got to remember the day and times that we're living in.
Yeah.
Satan is on a mission.
Yep.
Satan is on a mission to destroy all that he can when he can.
Yep.
And that's what people don't understand. You have a choice between A and B to make a decision not to do a certain thing.
Right.
So it's a conscious decision. Just like you say, guy was playing with the gun. Come on now. Mishaps happen all the time.
Right.
But if he shot multiple times, that wasn't no mishap.
That was no mishap. Nope.
That was intentional.
He ended up turning himself in, but the fact that
you got to look at the fact too, B. You got to remember, a lot of folks nowadays, their mentals ain't there.
Right.
A lot of people tell you, I'd rather go to jail. I eat free. I got a bed. I ain't got to pay no rent. That's the slave man mentality.
Yep.
It's sad.
It's very sad. And like I said, it's happening a lot in my little hometown. You know, I got friends that I grew up with, their kids are killing one another. Can you imagine that?
I can imagine. It's the time we're
kids
living in.
are killing one another.
It's the times we're living in. They're not understanding they're killing family. They're not understanding. That's sad.
And
what
go
can you
ahead,
do?
I'm sorry.
What can you do?
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say.
I mean, the thing we can try to do is try to enlighten this generation. Yeah. But you know yourself, this generation is hard-headed, they're stubborn, they're you know, they don't want to listen.
Right. They want it their way.
Exactly.
Yep. You absolutely right.
But you got to fault the government for the outcome being what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I tell you, only way this stuff will change is something gonna have to happen to them folks that's calling the shots. Then they'll start making changes.
Well, that's how they always do. For an example, we talk about the opioid crisis. They weren't really concerned about drug addicts until the opioid crisis hit the white community. Meantime, when the crack community hit the black folks, what did they do? Not a damn thing. No treatment suggestions, no nothing. But now that everybody, all these white folks on the opioid, they trying to they treatment. You see what I'm saying? It's just crazy how they do us.
But see, they put that stuff in our communities with the hope and the prayer that it eliminate. That's that depopulation stuff again. You get back into the new world order of things. They try to depopulate, get rid of most of us as they can, so they can have their privilege and things longer.
They continue to have that privilege. But don't they know we don't die? Don't they know we don't die?
we don't have an expiration date.
Right.
And that's what people not understanding. They do. Them folks do. Because I honestly believe they were not meant to be here. This is it's a scientific fact. This is the only planet the white folks is on.
I mean, what other planet would they be on? You think
they're not? They're not.
What? So you think that we're on other planets?
We are on other planets. It's a scientific fact.
Really? See, I didn't know.
It's a scientific fact. This is the only planet with white folks.
Shut the front door.
It's sad, but it's the reality of things. The reality is, if they were dropped off or created from somewhere else, not within the realm of our Most High. So it's the only thing I can tell you about that, they were not meant to be here. Because Judah asked me a question yesterday. Do I think that our Heavenly Father created them?
Right.
Me personally, I don't think so. Because you got to look at the fact. The sun energizes us, gives us life.
Right.
Them, it destroys.
Right.
So why would our Heavenly Father contradict himself and put people here that can't deal with the sun?
You know, I often thought about that. I often thought about why we were sun people. I mean, I understand that because of our melanin, we needed the sun, but I think about that a lot.
I mean, you have to connect the dots. Like I said, I mean, it's crazy, but Judah also said that we are being put through a test. Now, if my thing of it is, I really don't believe that our Heavenly Father meant that type of test with them white folks.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't think that's what K. Judah meant either.
I know. But the thing about it is that they are here.
Right.
And we haven't done nothing as a people to deter that.
Right.
We haven't rised up. And when we tried to, what did they do? They got rid of Marcus Garvey, Malcolm, and Martin. So
and also they tried to even out with the Black Lives Matter movement. We started the Black Lives Matter. Here they come with All Lives Matter.
That's a bunch of crap. The Black Lives Matter thing, it was fine and dandy for the purpose of what it was trying to do.
Right.
But in reality of it, all lives matter. Even them white folks, they lives matter too. When you look at the whole overall picture.
Right.
But you got to ask yourself this question. Why are they eliminating us?
Right.
First and foremost, they fear us. They know that we are superior in every single way.
Right. I believe that.
Organ harvesting has been around since them folks been in existence.
Right.
Why? They know us better than we know ourselves.
Yep.
So the lies continue.
And it's almost as like we don't even want to learn ourselves. You have people that don't even want to know themselves. They are so satisfied.
But see, the thing about it is that how can you know yourself when you don't know about yourself?
Exactly.
So that's why you hear me always say, be spiritual. Find your spiritual root, find your spiritual grounding, so you can understand what our ancestors was going through and the connection they had with the earth, the connection they had with the Almighty Creator.
Right.
Until you understand that, you're going to believe in the religious things, the Catholic, the Baptist. You
all that other stuff.
Right. You're gonna hold on to that, to those values. And every single day, those values that you're holding on to from your mother, your father, your grandparents, you're gonna continue to hold on to, and you ain't gonna let it go. It's gonna be hard for you to let it go.
And I have been talking about this transgender agenda.
That's a bunch of crap.
I just don't.
I heard what you said, and it's really sad that people do that type of stuff. And you're right, they are trying to push that agenda on the young because they're impressionable. That's why they attack them, because they can't come to you and push that agenda.
Right.
So they attacking the young that don't know no better, that don't have no values set up just yet. That's why they're attacking them.
And so I wonder if these parents could sue, like the school systems, for doing these type of things.
They can, but you got to remember, who runs the school system? It ain't us.
True.
Who runs the court system? It ain't us. So you fighting the uphill battle.
Yeah.
No matter which way you look at it, or whichever idealism that you are against, you're fighting the uphill battle because we don't run the court system.
Right.
So, I mean, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Well,
it's sad.
I just want to find ways to uplift our community, but
keep doing what you're doing.
Like-minded people. I don't have time for people that don't want to listen and people that want to troll you and talk shit to you. I don't have time for that.
You're gonna have that.
Uplift.
You're gonna have negativity no matter what you do in life, no matter what agendas you put out there, no matter what topics you put out there, you're gonna have opposition. That's that slave man mentality.
I guess.
So you're gonna have to be thick-skinned and continue to press on, because sooner or later somebody's gonna hear what you're saying.
Yeah, and well, I guess. Well, like I said, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. If I just have
We
to
can't. We
preach to
can't
the
stop.
room.
We can't stop.
Right,
Because if we stop, we letting them win.
right, right. I was also reading an article about the transgender woman that got into the boxing ring with a regular woman and almost killed her. Why are these transgender men competing against women in the Olympics? They
Because
they still men. They still
now,
stronger.
right now, you got to look at this fact too. Why are they allowing this to take place? First and
Exactly.
foremost, first and
Exactly.
foremost, a transgender male that switches over to a female. You just said the key word. A person is still a male.
Right.
It's not the same thing. It's a scientific fact. Men are stronger than women.
Exactly.
So why are they allowing this?
That's the
That's part.
question.
That's the part of their agenda. They trying to turn the strong Mandingo men, like Judah was saying yesterday. They trying to turn them soft.
Mm, mm, mm,
They
mm.
are trying to the masculine male. They're trying to make that masculine male to be softer than what they are. So when it come time when they carry out their full agenda,
Mm-hmm.
like these transgenders, they ain't gonna do nothing. You see what I'm saying? They taking
Mm-hmm.
the strength away. Everything that they can possibly do, they're going to do. You got to remember, this stuff that you see right now has been planned for hundreds of years for
Mm-hmm.
this time. People
Mm-hmm.
don't understand that. This stuff has been planned already. Just like Judah was talking about, how God predicted in the Bible different things and events.
Right.
Well, them folks had an agenda back then for now.
Right. Mm.
So I mean, it's sad that we have to see this on the news and see this in our communities and like you said in your hometown, the kids are at odds with each other, and that is part of their agenda. They want the neighborhoods that you came from to destroy each other.
Right.
They want this because we are helping them out and depopulating this planet. That
You absolutely right.
they ain't got to lift a finger. Only thing they can do is say,
Right.
you see, we told you they savages. We see they ain't no good. That's part
Right.
of the agenda. But that mindset, people should sit back and think, okay, what's wrong with this picture?
Right. Right. I just don't understand why people are not seeing this stuff.
Because another thing you got to remember that mentality, that slave man mentality that our ancestors had. The light skinned slave going against the darker skin, all
Oh,
this
they
other
still
stuff.
still have that
That, that,
colorism.
that's not going to change.
Right.
It's getting worse.
Right.
Look how many people, and you might know somebody that's your same skin color, and they pro white.
Right.
They're all about white folks and you niggers, and I mean, come on now. So you're gonna have that no matter what. That's why purging is very, very important. We are the only race that hasn't purged.
I was thinking about that when you said that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't
It's
imagine
it's
how that
cruel.
would go about.
It's cruel. It's cruel in a sense, but to be honest with you, it needs to be done.
Mm, mm, mm.
I mean, it's okay. Perfect example. People talk about Hitler being a monster.
Who?
Hitler,
Oh, Hitler. Uh-huh.
they talking about Hitler being a monster, but you
Uh-huh.
got to look at the facts. Hitler didn't do that to us. Hitler did that to the Jews.
the so-called Jews. I heard that he
Mm.
did it to them because he knew that they weren't really Jews. That's what
Not only that,
I've read
not
that
only
somewhere.
that, not only that, Hitler was purging the Jews of the weak.
Mm.
So the racism and stuff that we deal with over here on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
When the US went to Hitler and said, "Why are you doing that?" Hitler say, "I'm not doing nothing that y'all ain't doing over there.
Right.
Y'all
Absolutely.
y'all are persecuting and eliminating God's chosen." Hitler knew
Right.
this. So
Right.
how come these, I'm finna say a cuss word, but these folks over here, they already know. They
Right.
already know. So if
And
Hitler knew this, the world knows this.
yeah.
They know who the
Everybody
chosen
except for
is.
us.
Exactly. 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 That's why it's important to be spiritual. Now,
Right.
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing bad about Christian religion or whatever the case is. There
Right.
is some religions that do good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. There's some that do good or try to do good.
Mm-hmm.
Try to go by the laws of the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
But the overall sense of it, look at all the wars that took place because of religion.
Mm-hmm.
That it killed more people than any war that took place. So that should tell you something. Contradictory they are. Look at
Mm-hmm.
the sex scandals with the priests molesting these kids, mainly
Mm-hmm.
boys. What's wrong with that picture?
Mm. I,
Why are
I
these men messing with these boys?
I heard that they were doing that in that migrant camp too.
They doing it everywhere. People don't understand. It has a satanic overtone to it.
Oh yeah.
Now, people don't understand the skull and crossbones deals.
Mm-hmm.
They sacrifice babies, newborn babies.
Mm.
And a lot of these so-called people that's in power participate in these rituals.
Mm.
I hate to say it, but your Jay-Z's and people like that participate in these rituals.
Oh, I heard.
So, drinking blood out of a baby's skull? Come
Mm.
on. Now, what's wrong with this picture? For prestige? For to keep your status? I think I'd rather lean on the side of the Almighty than Satan any day.
Right.
So for them to go to that extent and to do these blood sacrifices, which takes place very often, it's sad.
Yep.
But
It's
this is
sad and it's scary.
it is. It really is. But you got to know and do your research. Like I say, I've always say this, don't take my word on what I'm saying. Do the
Right.
research for yourself. Doing
Right.
research brings you knowledge. Out of the knowledge, you gain wisdom. Just don't take my word on it. The information is there for you to look up. We're living in an information age right
Right.
now. You can
Right.
pretty much find anything if you look for it. But
Mm.
that's why the different TV shows, the different movies, they have truth in them about certain things we think is entertainment.
Right. And it's subliminal messages.
Exactly. Exactly. So we have to do the best that we can, and only way you're gonna get to the betterment of yourself, you got to find your spiritual grounding. You got to find your spiritual roots.
Right.
Regardless of whatever religion, whatever a person got going on, The spirituality of it is you have to be in tune with the universe, our heavenly creator. You got to be in
Right.
tune with the planet in order to receive what people say as your blessings. You have to be in tune with it. If you don't, you can pray all day long. You can pray to Allah. You can pray to whoever.
Right.
Ain't nothing going to happen. Look
Right.
at how many people you might know personally. You say, "Girl, I've been praying all day. I've been praying, and what has happened?"
Nothing.
If you're not connected, why should you receive anything? So, like I said, don't get me wrong. I understand. People are stuck in their beliefs,
Right.
but you got to have an open mind.
Right. An open heart.
Right. Look at the stuff that we didn't see. A lot of us have seen so much death around us.
Right.
I mean, come on.
That it's like normal. It's almost normal now.
Almost normal.
Yeah.
Almost normal. So we didn't see negativity. The purpose of those folks is to keep that negativity in your psyche, in your mindset. So you won't, so B won't say, let's come together. So April won't say, let's get together and be strong. So if they can keep you weak, they're going to do that.
Yep.
Just like April pushing the R. Kelly thing.
Right.
Supporter April means that from the bottom of her heart.
I know. I listened to her. I listened to that interview. She was very passionate.
Right. She feels this. So if we can keep April from pushing this agenda with R. Kelly and keep people from seeing the obvious, we're gonna do that. So that's why you have to be passionate about what you're doing.
Right.
If you can get that passion like April doing with these R. Kelly interviews and being vocal about this and that about R. Kelly, the man is innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly. But
you got to remember, when it's all said and done, the scales of justice is not blind. There's one eye's peeking up to see R. Kelly, oh, he's black. Oh, B, she's of color. Oh, April, she's of color. Because if the scales of justice was blind, then it'll be fairness in the courts.
Right.
She's not blind. She's blind to them, but when it comes, you got to remember, we're not citizens. So that's when she take that peek off that blindfold. Oh, that's a color. So you got to look at that fact. We don't own no courts. We don't have no rights. So they're going to railroad Bill Cosby, Cuba Gooding Jr. They're going to put these things out there to keep us talking, to keep B, me, April, Chuck. They keep us from saying, okay, let's unite. You see what I'm saying? See how that goes?
And we so stupid. We so stupid. We fall for it every time.
There you go. There you go. That's the naive part of us. But now look at the fact, going back to our ancestors. Now, when you look at the average plantation, there was probably hundreds, if not thousands of slaves on these plantations at one time, right?
Right.
How many them white folks was on that plantation? 5, 6?
3. 3, 4.
So now you kind of understand why I said our ancestors didn't fight.
Right.
They were mentally,
because they could have.
Exactly.
Now that I think about it.
Right. They were mentally castrated. That makes a difference. So when your great ancestor was mentally castrated, believe it or not, that mental castration is in your DNA.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Not to fight. That's why When Marcus Garvey was killed, we didn't stand up.
Right.
Martin was killed, we didn't stand up. So you get the idea.
Right.
So we have to work on this generation to prepare them to stand up.
Right.
But you see how that's going so far. They're destroying each other. They're tearing up our own communities. The drugs, the whatever is going on in our communities is being done by these new millennials.
Yep.
They don't care about their ancestors. They don't care about their mother, their father. They don't even care about the average elderly person.
Right. They don't even care about themselves.
Exactly. That's why you see all the heinous stuff that you see going on now. That's why you see it going on. There is no caring, there is no love in their hearts for this stuff. But that don't mean that we give up on them either, because out of hundreds of thousands of them, you're gonna have one or two that's gonna listen.
Right.
But you have to do your due diligence and do the best you can with them folks. It's gonna be a hard road to climb, but it can be done.
Some stiff-necked folks, though.
Stiff-necked. Yep.
It's you know what? I don't even go on Facebook and chat with my so-called friends anymore because they weren't trying to hear what I was pushing out.
But see, here's the thing. But see, here's the thing. Even though I heard you say that yesterday, one of the guys that you knew, you told him something and he couldn't. But see, here's the thing. That individual that you reached out to could be looking for another way. But you can't give up on folks either, because you got to remember, we are, like you said, we are so stubborn. We're so used to mother, father, their traditions, the things that they put in front of us, it's stuck in us, and it's hard to get it out. The negativity is there.
Right.
But you have to keep working with people. Now you'll know when to leave a person alone. You'll know.
Right.
But I mean, one or two times, that person could be looking for the inspiration words from you, but they just don't know how.
Right.
So I mean, we can't give up on folks. But like I said, you will know the feeling will come over you to let that person alone.
Right. Well, the feeling came over me to leave Facebook alone. The only time I get on Facebook, I get on Facebook is I go into the groups that I have created and I post my radio shows and I share y'all shows, But other than that, I don't even talk to my friends anymore because they don't want to hear what I have to say. I don't know if it's because, I ain't got no collar around my neck, I ain't got no degree.
It ain't that. It's not that.
It seems like that's what it is.
Because you are of color. Now, if you were white, they'll listen to you.
Oh, you got a point.
It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's your color.
I didn't even think of that.
So you got to look at the fact. The brainwashing has been there since we were kids. The negativity is there. The negativity, okay, B finna drop some knowledge. I don't want to hear it because B ain't white.
They ain't gonna say that's why, but in their minds, deep down in their minds, that's why.
Nah, the white folks told us that we can go get jobs, we can make money.
We can go to the army, we can go to the military.
But
now our heads done got big.
And in the same process, they told us we can do these things, but who's making them real money? We ain't making no money.
Hello.
We ain't making no money.
Right.
A lot of us is barely struggling to pay bills.
Yep.
And we
Check
work
the check. Check the
and,
check.
and we work 40-hour jobs, 80 hours a week or whatever, and we still barely making it.
Yep.
So tell me how that's not slavery.
You got a good point. You got a good point. We still in slavery.
Slavery
Still in slavery.
ain't stopped. It ain't stopped. It's just in a different form. Because ain't calling us niggas to our face, but I bet you they calling us niggas behind closed doors.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, there is some good-hearted white folks that don't condone that part of it.
It's right.
So I can't put all of them in the same boat because all of them is not like that.
Right.
But for the ones that we know about, you know, because the evidence is there.
Right.
The white privilege. They're gonna hold on to that as long as they can.
Yep. And I know you have not seen that When They See Us series on Netflix yet. But
nope, I haven't seen it.
It's enough to piss you off. I gotta admit that first episode will piss you off.
But see, here's the thing: everyday life should piss you off.
Yeah,
Instead of a Netflix program, I understand what you're saying. Everyday life should piss you off.
Well, let me put it this way. Okay, I'm a black woman, right? I am not in and out of jail like I know a lot of black men are. So I don't know the process of, what it is to get locked up. I don't know what the process is. Watching this Netflix series, it showed me how a prosecuting team can manipulate the law to make a black man guilty, or to make anybody guilty for that matter, but especially a black man. And that's what they did to these guys. These guys were babies at the time. They arrested them and they took them into the police station without a lawyer, without their parents, and they coerced them into writing these false statements.
Since you said that, look at this now. Now, what wasn't the NAACP supposed to be backing people like that for wrongfully injustices?
Exactly.
But
where were they?
Here's the thing. Who created the NAACP? It was a white man. You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody.
I need to look up into that.
You better ask somebody.
I need to look up into that. But that's a good point. Where in the hell was the NAACP at this time? And I did mention that. Go ahead.
Money talks.
I guess.
W.E.B. Du Bois got paid to do in Marcus Garvey. Jesse Jackson got paid to set up Martin Luther King. Scientific fact, proven fact. Money talks. Money talks. So you ain't heard nothing about the NAACP in the last 5 years.
It's been a minute.
So, but they supposed to have been for the preservation of wrongful things against us.
Colored people. Right. Colored people.
So, what's up, Judah? Here's the thing.
Okay, Judah in here?
I see him down there. But here's the thing. Why you haven't heard from them?
Right.
Look at all this going on. Every day you turn on news, you see injustices for black folks.
Right.
Or shall I say for colored folks.
Right.
So, how come they're not being vocal? Money talks. Money keep you from making a stink, making an issue. Money keep you from making us look bad. So, now, you haven't heard from Al Sharpton no more, have you?
It's been a while.
Money talks. You got to remember, they assassinated people that made it harder for them. Malcolm, Martin, Marcus, they assassinated those folks for trying to unite us.
Right.
So, with that, just those three people by itself, and I'm quite sure it's more in history that we don't even know about.
You're probably right.
So, for those three, why would I step up? The men ain't got my back, so why should I step up?
Right.
Why should I put myself on the line and nobody's going to back me up? This is what we're dealing with now. This is what we're dealing with. That's why I say, and Finesse also say, there'll be never another person that step up.
Right.
For the simple fact,
you said there will never be.
There will never be in our lifetime.
I believe that. And you
said, think about it. Al Sharpton could have stepped up after the incident with Martin.
K. Judah said the Lord. He gonna be the next one to step up, K.
But I understand. But you got to have a backing in order to go that route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, most people don't understand why they took out Martin, why they took out Malcolm. It wasn't because they was talking unity. That wasn't it at all. That's not why they got rid of them.
Why they get rid of them?
They got rid of them because, here go this thing about money. They were going to sue the U.S. government for our reparations. We're talking trillions, if not billions of dollars. They were in the process of getting it. They were in the process of getting it.
So let me ask you this. If reparations were to be distributed, how would they go about distributing it?
I bet you any money. I bet you any money. They're going to talk about, well, you have to be a descendant of a slave. Ain't we all?
And how would they know? How would they determine who's a descendant from a slave?
Come on, B. Come on. You own something now.
How would they know? Because
and I'm going to tell you why you own something. I'm going to tell you why you own something. You just asked the question, how would they know?
Mm-hmm.
That's them staying in control of what they pay out if they go that route. I bet you money they're going to come out and say, well, you got to be of a certain clan. And watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. That's how they stay in control. If you are African American, you are a descendant of some slave.
So one way or the other.
We can go back to Egyptian time if you want to look at it like that. So we are descendants. All of us is descendants.
So, but what do you say to those people that say that they aren't descendants of slaves? Because you have some people a lot of people are in denial and don't want to admit that they are, and then you may have some people that were not.
But they are, even the ones that are in denial. That's still part of the slave man mentality. They still want to be part of that white system. They still want to be in denial. But that's fine, Danny, too. But you're gonna have that negativity amongst positivity, because you can't have positive without negative. That's what makes you stronger.
Right.
You got to have the negativity. Because if it's all positive, then it'll be a boring life.
Right. Right.
But it would be positive when our Heavenly Father say, okay, it's time. That's when the new heaven, the new earth take place.
Right. Right.
And we don't have to worry about the negativity. And everybody is living in harmony, like our ancestors used to do anyway.
Right.
There was no wars. There was no hating. There was none of that stuff.
Everybody worked together, even up to like the mid 70s. There was some good unity in the 70s.
Uh-huh.
Even
And
though
you
I was a little girl, but I still remember the love from the 70s.
but see the thing about it, that's why them folks put in place to get rid of the strength of the black family. That's why they did that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They saw the parents disciplining their kids that had no problems out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to put it in place to take that strength because it was strength you had back in the 70s. You had the father, the mother was in the
Right.
same house.
Right.
Even though if they wasn't getting along in their
Right.
relationship, they
They
still
stayed
stayed in the
together.
house
Right.
and worked things out.
Right.
That's why they took that power away from the black family. And when it got too far out of hand, it's too late to do something about it now. It's
And we
too late.
let them. We let
Now,
them.
now you seeing what I'm saying. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
stand up.
And we still letting them.
And we still not standing up.
Even though a lot of us are being awakened, we still.
But the numbers is still small.
Right.
The numbers
Right.
are still small.
Right.
So you got to look at that fact. The numbers are still small.
Right. Mm.
Well, my phone's gonna die, so
Okay, Spider, well, I thank you for joining me. I really enjoyed this. And I'm hoping that we all can get together, all of us, and get over there with K Judah and them and fellowship with them sometimes. I know you said Nunu be doing the damn thing too. I would
hey,
love to get her and Finesse on the same platform.
Nunu can go.
I bet she can.
She can go. So I mean, quite a few of us, uh, do our research and study and stuff. I had got into it a lot heavier
Right,
because I'm curious about how the universe works. I'm curious
right,
how the science part of that stuff work. I was
right.
curious about. I know it's something different because I feel it within me that this ain't right. The point in time we're in our lives, it's not
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
So I had to investigate myself so I can be sure.
Right,
Instead of taking somebody's word for it, I had to do the leg work,
right,
and I'm still doing it.
right,
So, and that's what I encourage people to do. Don't take my word for it. We are living in an information age right now. You
right,
can find anything you want to out on the internet.
right.
Look it up.
Yep.
Look up religion. Look up Christianity. Look where it started from. Look at the nice template. You look at the agenda they got in place to get rid of and depopulate this planet of us.
And you know what? I didn't start researching all that stuff until after I left the church.
Uh-huh. But
The church
see,
wasn't teaching me anything.
the thing about it, you wanted to research after you left.
Right,
So your spirit wasn't right. So you
right,
had to satisfy that spirit.
right,
So that's why I try to tell people, don't take my word for it. Research for yourself. And
right.
see, like say if you're a Baptist or something, see where that came from, where it started from.
Exactly.
I bet you, if you look into it, I bet you a white man started the Baptist religion.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So,
I would not be surprised.
so just about everything that we deal with on a daily basis, I bet you there's a white overtone to it.
Absolutely.
So
I
do your
believe
research.
that.
I can say just research stuff.
Believe that.
Yeah. So B, I appreciate you. I told you I was gonna get in regardless. So
I thank you for getting in. This was good. I appreciate this, and I hope we can do it again sometime.
we're gonna do this again tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right, sis.
All right. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, take it easy, sis.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
All righty. All right. It's your girl, BeeSparrow. I'm going to play another song right quick and get my thoughts together. This is The Pain. Elo, it's your girl, BeeSparrow. Holler. So, do you hear me talking now, K Judah? The music is like a whisper, or is my voice like a whisper? Oh, so they can hear me on Spreaker, but you can't hear my music on YouTube, right? Oh, okay. Cool. So that's fine with me. I mean, it's working out. It's your girl BeeSparrow, Buzz Tweet Radio. I'm in the chat room talking to my man K Judah, and I just decided to go live. It wasn't my intention to stay live. I just wanted to try it out. And my topic earlier was the transgender agenda. And I don't want the transgender community to think that I'm preaching hate towards them, because I am not. I just need to know why they feel compelled to expose themselves to um, 5-year-olds, kids in the kindergarten, from kindergarten to grade 5th or 6th. You are confusing the children, and I don't understand why you feel the need to do that. If there is a transgender person out there that want to come up here and talk about it, we can talk about it, because I don't hate the transgender community. I really don't. I just do not like how you are exposing your lifestyle to our children. It just does not seem fair. And it just does not seem fair that when those of us who are opposed to your lifestyle, when we speak out against it, you start preaching hate. You say we hate you. It's not that we hate you, it's just that our kids are too young to comprehend what you putting out. And it's our duty as parents to protect our children. You feel me? So I don't want you guys to think that I'm preaching hate. I'm not. I don't love everybody, because like I said, I'm not going to love that dude that killed my cousin the other day. How can I have love for him? And he shot my cousin down like a dog. I'm sorry. You guys say love everyone. I don't know about all that. I don't hate them either, K Judah. But they must not push this on the kids. You're right. It's not fair. It's not right. And I'm very passionate about this. Last week, I talked about the man that showed his kindergarten students a video of him coming out as transgender in school. In school. This week, there's a transgender that performed at a kindergartner's talent show in Manhattan. Right, K Judah, God don't love everyone. So why does the church preach that we supposed to love everyone? Why does the church teach that we are supposed to love our enemies? Are we supposed to love Satan? He's our enemy. We supposed to love him? I'm gonna tell you, the church is preaching some frappanacle bullshit to y'all, and y'all keep right on taking it in. I knew that there was something wrong with that we're supposed to love everyone. I knew that there was something wrong with that. How can I love someone that hates me? How can I love someone that hates me because of the color of my skin? Can somebody answer me that? How can I love someone that hates the color of my skin. Even if you're a light-skinned black person and you hate the color of my skin, how am I supposed to love that? Break that down for me, because stop breaking down for me like I'm in the third grade, because I don't understand it. Y'all people be tripping, yo. Y'all be tripping hard. Well, K Judah, I went to school for it. I went to Lenore Community County for television and radio broadcasting. So I didn't finish it, so I say I have a half degree. But I love what I do. I'm very passionate about it. I think I missed my calling. I think I was supposed to be Oprah Winfrey. I really believe that I was supposed to be Oprah Winfrey or Queen Latifah, because I used to rap back in the day too. I was supposed to be one of them, but I missed my calling because I went into another field. But you see how it came back to me though? It tells me that it's what I'm supposed to be doing, because it came back to me after all these years. So yeah, I'm just getting started. Yeah, you're right. But I wish that I had stuck with it when I was in college. I wish that I had not dropped out. But when you live and learn, and don't say you can always go back, but I can't, because I hate school. I hated it with a passion. I tried to go back a couple of times. I tried, but I just hate school with a passion. And so that is why I'm on this podcast every day. I'm making a little bit of coins. It ain't enough, but it's some coins. So yeah, I love doing this. I really do. And I was talking earlier about the support system that I'm getting from you guys over here on YouTube, my Hebrew family, and then the support that I get from the MCDE family. And my biggest supporter is Jules, my husband. He supports me. He is my biggest supporter, and I'm his biggest fan. He's my biggest fan. And I was just telling the people how most of my supporters are people that I don't even know. Apart from 2 or 3 people in my subscriptions, I don't know these people. And they support me like family. I would love it one day if my mother walked up into one of my chat rooms on my shows. I have friends where their parents be listening to them and be chatting with them in the chat room. And I envy them. I want my mother. My mother is very computer literate. She's 70 something years old, and she's very computer literate. She taught me how to work computers. And I be sending her the links and she won't click on them for nothing. But anyway, that's just my sad story about the support system. Even my brother, who's a former recording artist, I be trying to interview him, and he won't even click on the link. I tell you, one day they're gonna be fighting to get on my show, K Judah. Trying to tell you right now. Okay, let me go over here and check up on Spreaker and see what's going on. I got like 13 minutes on Spreaker. I think I'm gonna play another song. It might be distant on YouTube, but I'm gonna go ahead and play another song. I'm gonna play these songs from my brother's CD. This one is called Rhyme Spitters, and I'm gonna just let that play in the background while I talk. Oh, I even sent this link to a friend of mine who is on this CD with my brother. His name is Relentless Dre over on Twitter. I sent him a link to join me, and this man gonna retweet instead of clicking on the link. He gonna retweet, but it's all good. Mm-hmm. Well, you guys, I think I'm tired now. I really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed myself. My mic was off this whole time on Spreaker. That's what I do. But I really enjoyed myself. I like to thank DJ Spatter for joining me on YouTube platform. It was fun. We talked about a lot of good stuff. Spider got a lot of good stuff in that head of his. He be dropping some jewels to us, man. I love Spider, man. I cannot wait to talk to DJ Finesse, get him on one of these platforms, and DJ Nunu. All these DJs, they're very knowledgeable about the Word of God, and I can't wait to talk to them. And also this weekend, starting I guess Friday, K Judah show over here on YouTube. We're gonna be chopping it up. He got some good lessons over there that we're gonna be talking about this weekend. I'm hoping it will bring us all together, though. I'm hoping it will, but I do have a feeling that we all will come together one way or the other. The MCDE family and the K Judah show family. We definitely need to get together and talk about some of these issues that's going on in our community. You know, try to strengthen one another and lift one another up. We can't do anything for those who don't want to hear. You know, we can't do nothing for them that don't want to hear. So we just fellowship with like-minded. We fellowship with each other. We like to make the Most High happy. I know he'd be happy when we be sitting down here talking about him. On Friday, the Spreaker lesson, and Saturday, we're going to have the panel. Yes, on Friday, K. Judah is going to post his lesson on YouTube. And then on Saturday, we're going to get on his panel and just shoot the fat or, you know, talk about his lesson and other things that's going on. You can find the K. Judah show on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type K. Judah's show. Yes, we're gonna be doing the daggone thing this weekend. We try to do it. We try to get together and do it every weekend. You know, we try to at least acknowledge the Sabbath, which is on a Saturday, not Sunday. So we be on Saturday. We be on YouTube and Google Hangouts all day. Sometimes we be on to past midnight, and we just talk about everything. We mostly talk about the Most High. We mostly talk about the Black community and, you know, things that's going on with us. That's what we mostly talk about. And we all get together and it's fun. It's fun. But it's also a glorious thing when everybody is on the same page talking about the same thing. It's glorious. It's uplifting. It's inspiring. It makes you want to do better. It makes you want to, you know, uplift people. You know what I'm saying? So on Friday we're all gonna meet on Friday we're gonna review the lesson. At least I am. Sometimes we fight, yes. Oh my God, do we? Jesus. Woo. So K Judah, when you gonna post the lesson? I like Out the Mud. He a little crazy, but you know, he gonna get it together. He sounded like he took his meds the last time on the platform. He sounded like he took his meds on the platform the other day. He was cool, calm, and collected. That's how we like Out the Mud. Cool, calm, and collected. But so he's right. So K Judah is gonna post the lesson on Friday, and we all go over there and you know review the lesson. And K Judah, I wanted to talk to you about. You said something in your last lesson about the tribes. Oh, I took notes, but they were on my computer, and I had to redo my computer last night. But you said something about the 12 tribes that had not occurred to me. It was like a light bulb going off when you said it. What was it? Oh my God. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to listen to your lesson again. Oh, I know what it was about. The nine tribes that went to Africa, and the three tribes was was the ones that was spread to the corner of the earth, something like that. You said. I'm gonna have to listen to the lesson again and bring it up this weekend on the platform. That's what I do because that was very interesting to me. I love talking about the tribes. Is that what it was? Oh shoot, let me end this speaker. Speaker over there full of air. Okay, guys, thank you guys for joining me here on Spreaker. I got 6 minutes left. So I'm just gonna play this song out and I'm gonna thank you guys for listening to me. I really appreciate it. Shouts out to DJ Chuck that came by the chat room. Shouts out to DJ Spider that came up and shot the fat with me. Okay. So let me put this song on. I'm just gonna let it play out. This is Elo once again. And he said, it's about that time. Looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. It's ELO back from nowhere. It's your girl BeeSparrow from Buzz Tweet Radio. Holla. Okay. Okay. Judah scattered in 9 tribes in Africa. That's interesting to me because that had not occurred to me. I'm thinking that God scattered all the tribes to the 4 corners of the earth. 9 tribes in Africa. Some of the Hebrew children scattered, fled to Africa too. So, and I believe that the Igbo tribe are descendants of the Hebrew, direct descendants of the Hebrew. I believe that from the bottom of my heart. Only 3 were scattered. That's interesting. What was the 3? Judah and what was the other 2? Judah in Africa too. That's Nigeria, right? That's some Nigerians right there. I believe that. What were the 3 tribes that were scattered? Judah, Benjamin. Yes. Yes, K. Judah, Igbo. I was married to an Igbo man for about 20 years. We have 2 daughters together. But it took me 20 years to realize that he wasn't for me. Sorry. He was, but he wasn't. Levi and Benjamin. Right. That is interesting to me. That's very interesting. I'm going to do some research on that. Probably have it ready for the show on Saturday. So anyway, K. Judah, I'm going to go ahead and close this show. Right? I thank you for stopping by. I'm going to start getting my research and stuff together for Saturday. I'll probably play me a little bit of Grand Theft Auto for a minute. Or some Far Cry. Yeah, I'm a gamer. Yes, I'm a gamer. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate it. Okay, K. Judah. I'm gonna close this show, right? Oh, you a gamer too? I hope you can join me in the morning. I'm on at 5:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. MCDE Radio Network. It's your girl BeeSparrow. I am out. Y'all have a blessed one, okay? Okay, bye-bye now.